Bronze 4, a Nasus with over 80 kills, a 2800 AP Veigar, over 250 kills throughout the course of the game, and a game that lasts over 3 hours. Oh my god. Alright boys, it's time for another mystery gift skin giveaway. As always, if you want to enter into this, all you have to do is comment, like, and subscribe. Leave your region and your summoner name down below. Let's get into this. Alright, we got Yellow Jacket Shen. We really need to start getting some legendaries back. Franken Tibbers? Not quite. Star Guardian Syndra. Is that legendary? Oh well guys, remember, put your notification bell on just to make sure that you are around for when I post a video, because I always pick the winners within 6 hours of it going live. There's also our Discord link in the description that's recently been rebooted. Plenty of discussion there, plenty of people there that if you want to find a game to play League with, it's perfect. Anyway guys, enjoy the video. What's going on, Soldier? Welcome back to yet another video today. Today we have something a little bit strange. It sounds very clickbaity when you kind of put it that way. I'm sure the title of the video allured a lot of you guys into thinking that this was probably going to be untrue or probably not going to be serious, but I can assure you with 100% certainty, this is very, very real. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit torn between this being completely pitifully sad and this being just a little bit hilarious. So let me tell you the tale of a couple of Oceanic players. Now these guys are all high elo. They're all within the probably D2 to Challenger region. They're bored one day. The queue times on OCE are probably horrible as it is, but couple that with the fact that they're all high elo, queue times probably upwards of half an hour to an hour. So with all that time that they're spent not playing the game, one of these heroes comes up with a good idea. How long can we make a game last against everybody else in the game's will? And that is exactly what has led to, on 2 separate occasions, them doing this. And we'll get straight into this. Now, this was on the front page of Reddit. I saw this rising up earlier today, and I was going to do a Bronze Spectates, but I feel like this is in Bronze 4, so, you know, it kind of technically counts. I'm going to get the replay for the 4-hour game that this person was locked in. So I apologize that this one is actually a little bit lower quality, but because of the time zones, this is in Oceanic, the person is asleep. If you want me to do a video on the updated version of the 4-hour one and better quality and all that, like the video, let me know. I'm really happy to do another one if you guys really enjoy it's called Schadenfreude. It's reveling in the misery of others. So there's probably one question that is leaping into your head right now, and that question is, how is this even possible? Well, the answer is actually very simple, but it's probably nothing that any sane person would really try to do. This all starts with a bunch of higher elo Oceanic players deciding that they want to troll a game. So what they do is they break themselves up into 2 sets of 2, and this is done between 4 people. In the replay that you're watching, it's Kindred and Cho'Gath, and it's also Nasus and Veigar. So they split themselves into 2 sets of 2. They're both all around the same elo, both teams. They're very low elo, of course. They've intentionally managed to pick up accounts that are between the region of like Bronze 5 to Bronze 3. And what they do is they queue at the exact same time, so they end up getting put on the opposite teams. And as soon as that happens, those poor, unfortunate people that get put in the same game as them, they are officially held hostage in that game for as long as these guys can go. Now this is like a little game that they're playing between each other. They've been mentioning it on Twitter, what they're doing. They're trying to get a game as long as possible. In fact, one of them was mentioning the fact that they're trying to get a 10-hour game if that's at all possible. So what they'll do is, they'll go top lane, they'll let each other farm, they'll feed each other a bunch of kills to the point where neither team can really take on that person. And it's to the point where, like, the 2 people on each team can 2v3 any other, like, the other 3 members of each team that aren't playing in their duo or in their 4-man. So a bit later on in the game, Nasus is sitting at like 1000 CS. He's got 3000 stacks. He can pretty much at that point completely one-shot absolutely anybody that gets in his way. Veigar is sitting on a cool, respectable 2800 CS. Like, these guys are just taking all the CS from their team, but the fact that they stack infinitely against teams that don't mean that they do just to completely obliterate them. Like, there is no hope for either team. If they want to end the game, they cannot. They just physically cannot. Apart from the fact that the full 5-man are going to be defending against those people. The 2 on each team will stop the defense. They won't help end the game, and they're just completely deadlocked in this horrible experience. So you can see in this game, we have Nasus stacking his Q, we've got Veigar stacking his Q, we've also got Cho'Gath who's getting stacks on his ulti on his R to make him bigger, fatter, and beefier, as well as that Kindred as well, who's picking up stacks with champion kills on her passive. And that is pretty much it. What ensues from that point forward is complete and utter chaos. Like, these guys just feed each other a bunch of kills. And there's nothing that either team can do about it apart from desperately try to either defend or take down the enemy base. But, like, any attacks from either team are going to be a failure because the two pre-mades on each team are going to back off if they think that the enemy team are capable of ending it and just let them 5v2 or 5v3 at any point. It's mind-boggling, and I think, like, the main thing that is really mind-boggling to me is that I am not fully 100% sure what rules they're breaking. There are probably a number of rules. Off the top of my head, there's a number of rules that they're at the surface breaking, right? So there's obviously, like, feeding each other, I suppose. They're griefing. I mean, they don't really talk in chat. They're not really having a negative attitude because they don't talk in the chat as far as I'm aware. They very much give off the facade of them actually trying to win the game and it's just not working for them. They are technically win trading, I suppose, because they're determining the outcome of the game before it even starts, and they can determine who wins by pulling back or letting the other person do whatever they want. But these are kind of things that aren't entirely provable if a bot was to look at this. The only real reason that I think any of these people are going to get banned is because the attention that it's getting on Reddit right now. But if this was just a bot that looked at this game, I mean, the bot's not going to think, fuck, that's a really long game, but it's not going to notice anything offhand. Like, if it's a 3-hour game, it's not going to think, oh, well, that Tristana died 48 times, but it's a 3-hour game, so that's completely understandable. 48 deaths. 48 deaths in that game. Got one shot by Nasus, God knows how many times. But at the same time, these guys probably are not going to get away with this ban, but they're only not going to get away with this ban because it was on Reddit. That's probably the only reason that they're actually going to suffer any punishments here. And hell, it's Oceanic servers, so let's be honest, probably nothing's going to fucking happen. But still, the funny thing is that multiple members of, like, the blue side on this team just plain flat out fucking give up on the game. Like, Jin dies 22 times, and then when he dies that 22nd time, he is immediately just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Leaves the game, goes AFK, and I feel like he is more likely to get banned in this scenario than any other member of the team who are dragging this game out for 3 hours. Let me reiterate, 3 hours. The game that I'm trying to get the replay for is 4 hours. These guys are taking hostage holding to a whole new fucking level. Like, this is unbelievable. We've all had people like this in our champion select, people that will literally hold the game hostage and you'll do what they want, or they will just take you, they'll just be a blur, you won't even be able to see them. They'll be fucking Sonic the Hedgehogging it down mid like it's Green Hill Zone Act 1. But still, I feel like Jin leaves this game, he's 5-22, and then he rage quits because I mean, who can fucking blame him? Who can blame this man for leaving the game when he goes 5-22 and it's impossible to end, right? But I feel like he's more likely to get banned than Nasus, who is intentionally not ending the game, or he's more likely to get banned than Kindred, who is intentionally not ending, or Cho'Gath, because they have good KDAs, or they're not, you know, they're not saying anything in chat that would give off the idea that they're win trading. And all I can think is, who does this? Someone. League of Legends, Riot Games, you need to install a Peggle mod. Like, literally do what World of Warcraft did and let people just, like, implement games into the client or something, because apparently your Oceanic Challenger players are so fucking bored with everything waiting for games that they would much rather waste 3 to 4 hours of their own time and everybody else's time around them than play this game. I cannot believe this, dude. I cannot believe this is not only a thing that's happening, but also that this is not the first time, and it probably won't be the last time that this is happening. Dear God. I mean, I want to say I'm angry, because this is obviously, like, really unfair on these guys that are stuck in this scenario. But I'm impressed. It is amazing what the human mind can do when it is tortured by sheer unbridled fucking boredom during the Christmas period. During the holiday period. Schools are off. You know, you're finished for work for the year. You don't go back to like the 2nd or 3rd of January. You're bored shitless, and you think, oh, I'm gonna have all this time to play League of Legends. I'm gonna have all this free time. I get to play as much League as I want. And then you sit in queue for 45 minutes, and it's still not popped. And then you just kind of mutter to your friend, you know, it'd be really funny if we just held a game for as long as possible in bronze. I wonder how long it would take 3 bronze players to push against us. And then a legend was born. No. Dear God, guys. Well, that's the story of the day. The moral of this story is just, I think the only way to avoid this is to not play, essentially. My heart goes out to Jin, my heart goes out to Zach, who probably left the game. Heart goes out to anybody who's unfortunate enough to stumble upon this. I'm just gonna say, if you see these players in your game, just fucking leave. Just dodge, dude. It's not worth your time or your effort. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for following me on this journey of discovery. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to drop a like on it. If you're new as well, subscribe as well, and enter into the mystery skin gift giveaway. Just leave your region and your summoner name down below, all that jazz. Also, if you want to join our Discord, we're having a ball of a time there. There's plenty to do, and I know the comment section are a little bit funky right now, so you may want to jump down there and you know, meet some friends. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Depends whether or not I get caught in a 3-hour game. Bye.